companies in that little area. So this happens to be advanced manufacturing. And if you were on the live map and you started drilling down and clicking on and on until you get to an individual company, if you look over there, you'll see a box pops up with company information. So that's a Toyota plant, technically in Tijuana, but it's really closer to Tecate. Next slide, please. Okay, so you know, again, like a lot of things, if you really knew what you were getting into, you might not do it. So we're doing something, I mean, there's nothing special about the data on the U.S. side, I've got to be honest with you. There are a lot more sophisticated maps that I've seen. And if I, you know, we looked around at what other parts of the country are doing and the sophisticated mapping. But there were a whole range of reasons why we're using Google Maps. What we're doing that nobody else has done, and there's a reason for that, is map the Mexican side. Putting the company, the industry information in a way very basic to begin with, but now that we've built the back-end architecture of this, we've begun to pull companies up, we begin to understand what site selectors want to see, B2B, business-to-business opportunities. As someone said to me one day, you know, if they don't know that you're there as a business, no one's going to do business with you. Okay, you got a point. And so, doing this mapping, the reason I say no one's done this before, there are a lot of public databases that are pretty easy to harvest the data for the map, for the U.S. side. I mean, like I say, there's nothing sophisticated about what we've done. There are not the same kinds of databases that exist on the Mexican side, even to purchase. And unlike the U.S., where most of the data aligns with a latitude and longitude, so if you have an address, it goes into pretty much, we've had to go in and make some corrections, and we still occasionally find something like, whoa, where did that come from? That doesn't exist on the Mexican side. The addresses do not line up. Every dot that you see on that map has been put in by hand. And so the value of this collaboration and doing this has really been important. But again, we're doing something not only that hasn't been done before, frankly because it's so difficult, but now we're building this economic development tool that's going to help companies and organizations, you know, sell their products, attract companies in, and I'll just give you an example. Say you're, you know, the folks in Tijuana or the folks in Peru or wherever it is. We'll make it easy, we'll do Tijuana. And they want to do an aerospace facility. And so they go and they look at some of the different, so the person's sitting there and showing them on the map, so here are the, you know, here is where it would make sense for you to put your facility. And so they can take you and show you on the map, and this is how far it is for you to get to the border. You know, this is where your trucks are going to go. This is where, you know, here's the infrastructure. Here's how close it is. And so while we're beginning with these key industries, we're also putting in supporting kinds of industries. So as an economic development tool, it's going to help us be more competitive in this global world. So I'm going to turn this over because I know I can yak on about this forever.
Very nice. Let's give her a hand.